Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Mine Zealand. My name's Sunfire, and this is now episode 8. And thank you for all the positive feedback on episode 7. It was really nice to hear that people enjoyed the time-lapse, and it will be a format that I will bring back at some point. But for now, I have been mining off camera for a little while, and we've got a pretty impressive haul. So I'm going to pop all of these down on the ground, use our fortune-free pickaxe this time, and see how much we get out of it. We'll be back at the end of the episode to show exactly how much we got. So I figured we'd start today at the top of the village's trading system. It's now, I'd say, 99% complete. The only issue that I'm having is I'm not happy with the tower that's leading up there at the moment, so I'm going to tinker with that. But all in all, I think we're done. I think we're done with this build now, so we can move on. We're just going to keep populating it when we can and eventually have a full roster of villagers in here. But yeah, I don't really want to spend too much more time on the actual building of it now. I'm quite happy with how it's looking. Now you might have noticed that I am back in my default skin again now. We had a bit of an accident. You might have noticed that I'm also 2 deaths up from where I was last time. And that's basically down to a bit of tomfoolery that went awry. Mystic and I were over in the Oasis town, and I had a bit of a run-in with a skeleton. Saw Mystic charging towards me and thought, oh yep, he's come to save the day. He missed the skeleton and he hit me in the face and all my gear went everywhere. But it's all good. Second time round it was, well, I had no armor and I basically stood too close to a creeper. So that was my own fault, that one. But as we've got a fairly simple episode today, we're actually just going to work on getting some food in the desert. I'm going to put on my casual business attire and we'll get started on our rabbit farm. So this design for a rabbit farm is fairly compact. It fits in a little 3x3 area. So first off, we'll pop a chest there. We'll get our hopper facing into this. You don't know what's coming yet. You're going to go in here. We'll get a slab and we'll pop the slab on top of there. And then we'll just ring this around here. Like so. Next, we'll get some glass. This is basically where the baby rabbits are going to sit here. So we'll start ringing that around there. Like so. And you want to place a glass block here, and I don't have any. Right, let's go get a trapdoor. So once you've got one of your wooden trapdoors, you need to place it at the top here, so that it opens out like that. The hitbox on baby rabbits is really small, so they can actually fit through a gap like that. And the adult rabbits can fit through a half slab block as well. So you kind of need this in there just to make sure they stay there while they're growing up. And that's basically the start of it. Next we need to go up 5 blocks up here. In fact, what I might do is I might get rid of this glass here and actually put sandstone there instead. You want to go up 5 blocks. And then on the 5th one, you want to get your dispenser and have it facing, not like that, it's the wrong way. Let's try that again. Well, this isn't going to plan at all. Right. Let's try this again. There we go. Like that. Bucket of water in there. Next you want to build this up with the glass. And right here, as As you can tell, my building style is very unprepared. We want to make some fence posts. And the fence posts are going to sit right here. And that will keep the adult rabbits held up and allow the water to push them up to breed, but it'll also let the baby rabbits drop down to this little spot down here. So then we just need to go up a couple more blocks. Let's stick with glass for that. I think that might be a better look to the build. That's pretty much complete. We might need to put an extra layer on. I'll have a tinker around with it and see if that is the case. But it's pretty much built. That's as simple as it is. So we're back up the top again, and I did add another layer on because we need to fit in the incredibly complex redstone now. So follow along very carefully because it's essential that you get this right. It's seriously the most complicated bit of redstone. Did you get that? Good. This is one of the simplest redstone builds I've actually done. It's good. Simple is good. So we've got our first rabbit. We're just leading it back with a lead because they are one of the worst mobs to try and shepherd anywhere. And I feel like this is the easiest way to do it. So once we've got a couple in there, I'll show you how to get them up to the entity cramming limit. And from there, it's just a case of start using the farm. So back soon once I've got the rest of those in there. Okay, so we've got our first two rabbits in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to push the fence post across and replace it with a glass block so we can breed those rabbits up to the maximum entity cramming. And the way we do that is we'll hit the button and have the water rise up and push the rabbits up so we can actually use the piston to push the glass across, and then we'll repeat that method once we're happy with the amount that we've got in there. So we'll do that now and we'll start getting that up to maximum. Right, there we have it. So the farm's now complete. The fence post has been pushed back under the rabbits. And I've just made a little adjustment to the farm at the top. I took a layer off and put some slabs around instead of the glass. And that means that we can actually access the rabbits when we're trying to breed them. As before, the water wasn't pushing them up quite high enough. So that's now done. What I'd like to do for the rest of this episode is go for a bit of an adventure. We're going to go exploring. We're going to see what we can find, as this is as far as I got when I was exploring from spawn. And as this is now our sort of new base of operations, it'd be interesting to see what is around us. So we'll head off and we'll see what we can find. Mid-episode segue, you've got to admit this is looking pretty impressive. I mean, if we don't completely fill our inventory with coal, I will be sorely disappointed. Well, I decided to head west from the desert, as that continues us away from the spawn. Oh shit! I've really got to remember I don't have feather falling boots now. But we may be in luck. This... Yep, it does. It has a blacksmith, so we might be able to score some loot here. Oh, that's not bad. I do need some boots, so that's handy. And we'll take those just in case. I don't think we'll need them. Actually, I've got protection-free boots. We'll stick with those. Anyway, let's see what this village has to offer. Cartographer. A toolsmith. Not great. Weaponsmith. No. Oh, we've got a librarian. Let's see. Flame. No, not too handy. I mean, once we get an AFK fishing farm up and running, we'll have plenty of bows with flame popping up through that, so I'm not too worried about that one. Right, let's continue west. Still heading west, we seem to have found another village. Not sure if there's a blacksmith in this one, but we'll have a look around. I'm really hoping that we can find a decent amount of loot in some of these villages. I know you can find diamonds in the chest, but I don't think I ever have found diamonds in a blacksmith's chest. What have we got in here? Butchers. No. No, this looks like a bit of a dud village, although it does look like we're heading into a swamp. So that could be useful. I'm hoping I can find a witch's hut, as that could be another good farm to make, just to make sure we've got a steady stream of redstone and glowstone coming in. But that might take a while to find. I mean, we've gone about 2,000 blocks from the desert now, and we're still in the same plains biome, so yeah, when they're saying large biomes, they are not kidding. I'll check back with you soon if I do find anything interesting. So it looks like we've found another desert. I'm heading north now, and if we're lucky we might find a desert temple. So we'll have a look around and see what we can find. Oh, what? Oh, there's my boat. Cool. Oh, a mesa! Awesome! That's even better. We might be able to find another abandoned mineshaft. Hopefully a skeleton spawner too, so I'm just going to take a screenshot of the coordinates for that. But that's ace. That's just what we need, actually. Sweet. Right, I'm going to do a bit of exploring here, and if I find anything interesting, we'll pop back. So that cave's looking promising. It is. Excellent. Right, let's go get some gold, and hopefully we'll find a decent amount of loot chests too. I feel like we're pretty lucky here. We've got a cave spider spawner, but it's actually at the surface. So nothing has spawned, which is great. We can get rid of it straight away. Oh, done. Is there another one here? Oh shit, there might be actually. Yep, there is. Okay, we'll move away from there for a while. So we're back. We've got both of those spawners out of the way now. And we're definitely picking up quite a bit of gold. Ooh. Perfect. Right. Come on, diamonds. I would be definitely a bit more impressed if it had some gold ingots or something, but oh, well, there we go. Ask and ye shall receive. Let's got some food. That might be handy. Get rid of that. Right, let's keep exploring. I have to admit, this is one of the best additions to the game of Minecraft, was this biome, as it really is stunning. I mean, the added bonus of finding gold a lot more frequently is also, you know, a big selling point, but yeah, it's beautiful. Looks like we found another chest too. Ooh. Yep, just down there. Right. Yeah, not the greatest book, but I'll take it. Get rid of those. More bread. Torches are helpful too. Right. Hopefully we can find another couple of mine shafts to explore, and then we might call the episode at that. Aha! Perfect. And a desert village. With a blacksmith. Right, let's go loot that before we go anywhere else, because I'm really running out of space now for picking up anything useful. Please be diamonds. Ah well, I do need more food, so that's actually not too bad. You could be useful. There we go, right. Is that everything? Yeah, okay. We're going to head back to the mine shaft again, because I did find a couple. Yeah, as you can see, there's quite a few around here, so we're gonna hopefully find some more loot to take home. You don't seem to be able to go 10 feet in a mesa biome without finding another mine shaft. Yes, diamonds, finally. Well, it's only one, but we've got another golden apple, a lot more food, and yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna turn my nose up at that. That's a decent result. So we have another chest. Let's see what we've got. Yeah, more generic loot, but I'm just cranking out the golden apples now, which is great. This is going to be the best find I've probably had. I'm not going to completely explore and loot it, because I do want to leave some gold and some surprises for some of the other Mine Zealand players, and I'll be sharing the coordinates with them fairly soon. We've also found a regular spider spawner, and it's also made itself a perfect farm, because you've got the mine shaft entering it here, and regular spiders can't actually fit through here. So you could just stand here and farm them if you wanted to. It's perfect. So we'll take a screenshot of that. I don't think we'll use it, but you never know. So we're heading away from the mesa biome now and back to civilization. We've kind of decided that the desert town will now just be called Oasis, and we're planning on installing some signs and walls and everything else. And it's been really good to have Mystic PS2's involvement, because he's been absolutely fantastic with this. He's really took the charge on setting up the walls and everything else. So it's going to come along together quite nicely now, I think. Anyway, I'll head back and we'll finish the episode with the mining of all those resources that I'd gathered at the start of the episode. I mean, I've already mined them. I know what I got in the end. But I'm hoping it'll be a fun way to end the episode. Just let me know what you think. We're back in the desert. I think it's our desert. I'm not entirely sure. But if I've got my coordinates right, we should hopefully start to see some of that town pop up into view. But no such luck yet. It's been a hell of an adventure. I really don't want to die in the desert and lose all my stuff before we actually find our way home. Ah! Hooray! Yes, I was correct. So we're back home, just in time too, because it's going dark. And welcome back. We're down to the final block of our giant, I want to say cube, but it wasn't a cube because it was taller than that. I'm not good with shapes. The only shapes I really understand are the Arnott's variety. So this last block here, let's collect all this up. And I've already converted some of it into block form, so it's not really going to do it justice, but it's not bad. From an hour and a half of mining, that's a decent haul. I'm happy with that. It would be nice to have a few more diamonds, but all in all, I don't think I'll be running short of resources anytime soon. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please leave a like. If you loved it, then please subscribe. And we'll see you next time for episode 9. Bye for now.